I want to walk through with you some features of Word that make complying with the need to do citations and reference list a very easy thing to do. So let's take a look at how Word can make this easy for you. So reasons to do citations and references are first to use research to find out what experts have to say about a question, and then to use quotations and paraphrases from those experts to give credibility to your writing. This also allows readers to go to the primary sources you used if they want to go deeper, and it gives credit to those who have published and helps you avoid being charged with plagiarism. So these are all reasons. It's kind of the standard for all professional literature. And so we're going to start by using Word and open a new document, and you'll be able to take advantage of the spell and grammar checking in Word to help improve your writing. But I also like the Grammarly.com add-in for Word, which improves the grammar checking considerably. So there's a free add-in that I'd recommend to you. So to get started, the first thing is that the Researcher option does require an Office 365 subscription. So if you have that, you'll be able to use this. And so you get there by clicking on the Reference tab. And on that tab, there's a button that says Researcher. And when you click that, it opens this navigation pane that you see here on the right. And so what you do next is type your search terms in the search box and hit enter, and Bing will find you a list here, a scrolling list of articles that matched your search terms. So you can scroll through those to look for articles that are of particular interest to you. And when you find one, you can click on the title of the article, and it expands to show you more. You can read most of the abstract typically when you expand the window. And there is actually a link at the bottom, which you can't see on this particular slide, that allows you to open the entire article in a web browser. So if you find an article that you like and it has information you'd like to quote or paraphrase, if you click the little button here, a little plus button, what it will do is automatically insert a citation in your document wherever your insertion cursor is. So here's the citation inserted by clicking this button. But it does more than that, and the beauty of that is that it also fills out all the details in the source manager. So if you go to the References tab again and click on the Manage Sources button up here, it opens this source manager dialog box. And on the left you see a master list, which is all the sources that you have entered into Word in any document. And the current list on the right is this document. So you see two sources here. And so those have been added to this document, and there have been citations put. Now the cited check mark here means that there's been a citation in the document for each of those two sources. APA rules require that you have a citation for every source that you list, and if you have a citation, it must also be listed in your source list. So this is all done just by clicking that one plus button over here. And if we expand this a little bit, if we click on a source and we click the Edit button, it expands another dialog box that shows you all the fields that were automatically filled in when you click this little plus button over here. So you can do these all by yourself. You don't have to use the researcher. You can find a source doing a web search or library search, and then you can enter all this information. But this is a lot of detail that you'd have to type correctly and put it in the right order, and get it in the right field for your source list to come out right. So Word does this all automatically for you if you use the Researcher. So that's the strongest case for using it. And then when you're finished writing your document, you want to have your source list at the bottom. So again, up here in the Reference tab, you click on the Bibliography pull down, And you have several options here. Use the works cited, because that lists just the works that you've already cited in your document and not any different ones. And you'll see that it puts the list in alphabetical order. It formats all the detailed parts of that listing according to APA. Just one click does all that for you. You don't have to do anything else. So this is really quite a benefit if you're doing much research and writing, and I wanted to make sure you knew how to use that. So just in review, in Word, use the References tab and then the Researcher button here to help automate the collection of all the information you need to write your documents. So I hope you found this useful, and I look forward to seeing your documents come in with proper citing and source listing.